I believe we all have choices, believe it or not. And I'm not just talking about the choice to whether have steaks tonight or to have pizza, or whether to have strawberry flavored mints or grape flavored mints. Those are also choices, yes, but I'm talking about something much deeper than that, something that pertains to your life. I'm talking about the choice to whether to spend the rest of your life in misery, resentments, and regrets, or to spend the rest of your life feeling content, happy, and fulfilled. I'm talking about those sorts of choices. Now, within the field of medicine, we have this concept called informed consent. And for those of you who work in healthcare, you will know what I'm talking about. Informed consent is when a clinician approaches a patient with the intention of performing a procedure, and they have to explain or give information to the patient in order for them to decide whether or not to continue to go ahead with this procedure. That's called informed consent. Give the patient the full details of what you're going to do to their bodies, what's going to happen, the risks involved, or the benefits that this treatment is going to have on them. And you let the patient decide. It's their bodies after all. Their bodies, their choice. I don't care what other people say. At the end of the day, people have a choice. People have agency in this life. But it's important to give them the information needed for them to make that choice. But ultimately, it is up to them. You can't really change a person unless they allow you to do that. So that's informed consent. And it can range from procedures as small as taking their vital signs or giving them a medication, all the way up to poking a needle in their arm, or to have surgery, life-changing surgery, when they're put under anesthesia, laying on top of the table, having one of their legs chopped off in order to prevent the infection from spreading to elsewhere in the body, receiving chemotherapy, killing their cancerous cells, in the process also killing their healthy cells. These are the choices people have to make. Now, I haven't always been the most decisive person ever. As a kid, I was used to having my mom decide for me. Hey, what flavored milk are we going to buy this week? Chocolate, strawberry, neutral flavor. I left that up to my mom. I left it up for my mom to decide when are we going to book the doctor's appointment to have a look at my teeth. I let my parents decide what majors I'm going to do in senior high school. And my indecisiveness led them to pick all of my subjects for me. I did everything: math, English, and all of the sciences, biology, chemistry, physics, everything. I also did music. That's the only choice I made. But I was very indecisive. Now, why am I talking about choices? I believe that we all have choices. Throughout the course of my life, I have identified that the biggest cause of my unhappiness was when I felt like I have no choice. I have no options. And having lived through two failed suicide attempts, I realized that at the lowest point of my life, I felt the lowest because I felt helpless and there's no way out. I had no choice. A lot of you might be saying this phrase, it's over. It's true, it was over back then. And in my line of work, I've also noticed that the most unhappy people, the people who are going to have the lowest quality of life at the end of their life, people who are going to turn out for the worse, are the people who felt like they have no choice. Either they was not given the information needed for them to make the choice, or even when presented with these options, they fail to realize that they can make a choice. Those people are the unhappiest. And in the opposite, I found that the people who had the best quality of lives, people who are the happiest, sure, they might be sick, but I mean, like, happiest as they could be, are the ones who have the options and the ones who can make a choice. Those are the ones who are happiest. So even in the face of life-limiting illnesses, they have the option of receiving treatments, potentially life-changing treatments that could vastly improve their quality of lives. Obviously, that comes with risk as well, and even death. Or to not do anything, to not receive any treatment and spend the rest of their days with their loved ones, people that care about them. Even when given the option to receive life-prolonging treatments, people who chose to not receiving any treatments out of their own volitions, I found them to be incredibly happy and fulfilled. For some reason, they feel so content, even though they are dying, man, because it's their choice. People are the happiest when they can choose. I want to segue this into something a bit more personal. As you all know, I do go to work. I am not an entrepreneur. I don't make a ton of money. I don't work for myself. I don't own a business. I'm not investing. I don't have a huge amount of money. I'm not even independent. I don't even have my own place, you know? And sure, that might change in the future. But right now, that's the reality. I can choose to be really bitter about it. I can choose to think like, hey, I'm behind. All my peers, they're getting married, they have children. What the hell am I doing here? I can look at others on social media, seeing their huge subscriber counts, seeing their wealth, seeing the things that they possess, and think to myself, man, I suck at this. I suck at this live game. What the hell am I doing here? Why don't I just quit my job and start selling snake oil? Start selling self-improvement courses for people? What the hell is going on with me? Why don't I tap into this resource, this booming marketplace? Whatever. Seek out a new venture. Why don't I do it? I'm a young man. I have no responsibility. Why? Why aren't you making more money, Khoi? My friend, I'm feeling very happy. I'm feeling very happy for being such a broke ass, because it's my choice. And likewise, for you guys as well. You all have choices. And for me, do I choose to spend a huge portion of my day going to work, meeting people, socializing, having these intimate connections, working night shifts where there are less staffs around? I get the chance to provide more direct care to my patients, to speak to my colleagues, to form better connections with people. Are these things important to me? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are very important to me. And that's my choice. Do I want to go home and still be working? Or do I want to knock off from a shift, go home feeling like I have accomplished something, having a good sleep, waking up, going to the gym, doing all these things, hanging out with my dog, talking to my neighbors, chit-chatting? That's my choice, man. That's my choice. I don't want to be isolated. I don't want to work on the computer 24/7. I don't want to go home and still be thinking about work, thinking about, hey, what's my next venture is going to be? What is booming right now? What is a bear market? Where can I get my next fix of money? How can I make the most money? What am I going to sell next? I don't want to be stressing about that. But I can't judge you for wanting that life. It's your choice. You know, I feel happy the way I am. I truly am. You have to make the choice, my friend. Don't look around you. Don't look at me and think my life, my choices are going to make you happy. And even talking about things like dating. You don't have a wife yet. You don't have a girlfriend yet. Can you change the situation or can you change your mindset? You have a choice. If all you want is a girlfriend, you can get that very easily. I promise you. If you just want a girlfriend, you can get that easily. Or if you're lonely right now and you don't have a partner yet, and you feel like you can't do anything about it, you can't meet people, you can't talk to girls, you can't go on dating apps, you can't do these things, you can't do that, can't do this, you also have a choice. You can change your mindset about it. You can feel content. You can feel happy. Be happy with yourself. Be happy. Have hope that one day you're going to find someone. Or if not, just be happy the way you are. Your choice. Even if you don't get a girlfriend at the end of your life, if it's your choice to stay that way, you're going to feel much happier. As always, I hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong, God bless, and don't think too much about this video. My thoughts could very well change tomorrow. Anyways, talk to you guys soon.